You guys want to know what's funny? I was doing my intro and didn't even hit the record button. What a time to be alive, honestly. But what I was basically saying is this is possibly going. This is not possibly. This is 100% like the last video for Hogwarts Legacy. I'm a little upset, honestly. I've enjoyed this game so far. Can't believe it's over. I mean, technically we finished the story already, but there's still like one more mission and then like a couple, I think like 3 more side quests left for like the companions. That's about it. But yeah, I mean, it's really about all that's left in the game right now for us to do. If there's any like DLC or anything like that comes out later, I definitely will try and like check it out if possible, if you guys want to see that. But let's hop into it. And again, I'm in the habit of like flying when I could fast travel. I don't know, man. Like I just love flying in this game. Like I really do. What else was there? Oh yeah, there are like a couple of side quests they're still left out here, like this one right here. I ain't gonna really do that right now. I'm just focused on main quest. What I was gonna tell you guys as well is that, so I know I said something about like wanting to play this, what's the game called? It was Like a Dragon Ishin. That's what it was called. I wanted to play that, but then when the pre-orders came out for this game, I had found out that it wasn't in English. I know it's a weird concept to like be like, oh, you ain't gonna play because it's not in English, but I feel like it just doesn't make any sense to play a game where, like, for example, if your viewers speak English, it would make more sense to, you know, record it in English.
Oh dear, do mind the tiles.
But I don't know. It does look very interesting. Like the whole concept, like the combat is kind of like what I was interested in. More than anything else. If I'm being honest. Do I do that? I don't know if yeah. Listen, I was actually about to just go ahead and do the companion missions first, but then I'm like, I don't know. Apparently I still have like gear in my inventory. Yeah, I got a lot this undiscovered, so who knows. I'll probably check that out later. How do I even get there?
At the present moment, the headmaster
duh.
be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
But yeah, like I was saying earlier, Like a Dragon Ishin, I wanted to play that one, but because it wasn't in English, it just felt weird to not record it. You know what I mean? Like, if majority of your audience speaks English, or is, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, if majority of your audience speaks English, it makes sense to just record everything in English. You know, not random. You know, I don't know. It's weird to say, but that was kind of like my thought process, but. I don't know, man. It just felt weird. Alright, if you guys want to read that, you can. Go ahead and pause the video. What? There's so much shit.
Professor Weasley? You wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since I know you were quite close with Professor Fig.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
No, it won't. But I can assure you that he would want us to press on, and that he would rest easy knowing that the future of the wizarding world is in hands like yours.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year, both inside and outside of Hogwarts. I've heard all sorts of rumors, You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a goblin, rescued hippogriffs, even somehow ingratiated yourself with the headless hunt.
How did you...
It's harder to keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found such a good friend in Miss Onai. I think her mother shares the sentiment. While I do not condone taking matters into your own hands when it comes to men like Rookwood and Harlow, your bravery is to be commended.
Thank you, Professor.
No need to discuss it further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field guide. May I see it?
Of course. What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. I see some progress here, but quite a bit of your field guide has yet to be completed. Fortunately, you do have some time to prepare for your OWLs. I will confess, I had a sense about you from that first moment you came bursting in, late, to the sorting ceremony. I am pleased to see that my instincts were correct. To think you've only been with us a year and you'll already be taking your OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
Thank you, Professor, for everything.
You are most welcome. I look forward to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
I honestly thought she was gonna like go to the credits or something. I don't know. It just seemed like that was about to happen. But apparently there's a couple more missions. No, but I definitely will be finishing the game in this video for sure. I mean, I basically beat the main story. Everything else, I guess, is just like, hey, there's still a little bit left to do, but I didn't finish that kind of thing. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Now this video might end up being a little too long, I'll admit. I don't know yet, but we shall see. Because if I'm not mistaken, the companion quests usually take pretty long. And if these are just cutscenes, I don't know what's gonna happen.
This year, we have seen our students exemplify the bravery of Godric Gryffindor. Allow me to finish. The loyalty of Helga Hufflepuff. The wisdom of Rowena Ravenclaw. And the ambition of Salazar Slytherin. And so, the winner of this year's House Cup.
Excuse me, Headmaster, if I may. one particular student's heroism during the attack on Hogwarts, not to mention the level to which they have excelled in their coursework, as a new student, no less. Well, it would seem that it certainly merits, I'd say, 100 points to their house. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, yes. Thank you, Professor Weasley. I suppose we have our winner.
So this is where the credits kick in. I was wondering where. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's been a journey. To be honest, I didn't think it was gonna pull up the credits this early, if I'm being honest. But don't worry, we will be doing the other companion quest, and then that'll be the end of the video. I don't know if I said it earlier, but I was definitely sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know if I said it earlier, but I was definitely gonna try and record Mafia. So they had like a definitive edition come out not too long ago, and I just haven't had the chance to record it. You guys want to see that? Hit the like button, or in the comments let me know, or whatever you want to see. I'm genuinely clueless as to what to record next, if I'm being honest. I'm probably just gonna do Mafia either way, but any other games you guys want to see, just let me know. Dude, like this is like the only game for like 2023 that I was really looking forward to, outside of like, I don't know if the Spider-Man game's coming out this year, but no, there's not many games I'm really like super excited about, if I'm being completely honest. Just like, no, I mean, and then to be fair, it is like the beginning of the year, so who knows? Yeah, we'll just have to see. I know there's a couple games I have on my wish list for games to play, but there hasn't been any like info on those games like whatsoever, like gameplay wise or anything like that. So I don't know if it'll be worth it. Like I was saying about the game Like a Dragon Edition, the issue with that is just if it's not in English, I mean, I'd rather have it just verbally be said to me. I guess you guys are like the same way. But I feel like I'm about to sneeze or burp or something. But yeah, with that game, it's like okay, it's in the original like language. I think it's like, I don't know what language it's in, but it has English subtitles. Personally, the only thing I was really interested in was like the combat anyway, but I don't know, I still would like to at least try it. But I don't know if I really, if I don't understand the story, I feel like it's kind of a waste of time, and money. Don't mean I won't play it in like the future or anything, but who knows? And you know, speaking of that last like cinematic mission, they kind of answered my question a lot of like what what's gonna happen with like the house cup or something, you know? Like, I always assumed that like it would just be picked, like it would randomly be picked or something like that. But I guess we won either way. Who would have thought? I think there's also a trophy for winning the house cup too. I think like as soon as these credits finish, you get a trophy for it. I would also, there's another thing too. So one thing I do like to do whenever I like finish games is I like to go and like, I like to go for like a platinum trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like 100% the game completely. I did that with Ghost of Tsushima. I did that with Spider-Man for the PS4. I think I'm close to finishing it for Spider-Man Miles Morales as well. I think it's just like a couple of things I need to do there. But yeah, if you guys, even if you guys want to see me just like fully want like 100% a game as well, I can also make a video for that if you guys want to see that. Like I got a whole bunch of games that's like some of them trophies are bad difficult to get. I ain't gonna lie. I even have so I played through Mafia already while I was like in the middle of recording some of these videos, and I already got like a couple of trophies for them. I could 100% that one if you guys want to see that. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I have anything else to say. But let's see if I can skip it. Yes, we can. Okay, I didn't want to waste too much time. There it is. All right, now what we're gonna do, since all the main storyline is done, I'm gonna go ahead and just finish these off, and then that'll be the end of the video. Also, you might have noticed like a couple of my videos, like maybe like the last 3 or 4. Well, at the time of recording this, there's only like the last 3 you probably see had like no thumbnail on it. Just because I didn't have enough time to make a thumbnail for it, so that's my bad. I'll probably put a thumbnail on them. Oh yeah, sorry, I'll be working. Goodness, can't speak. I'll be working on a thumbnail for them most likely today, and then as I finish this, you're gonna probably see like the last of 3 or 4 videos.
She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
Don't worry, Sebastian. I shall speak with Ominous.
Thank you. You're a good friend, truly. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Poor Sebastian.
I ain't lying until I lost him for a second. He definitely was not here when I looked. I swear, I turned the camera over in this direction. He was not here.
Ominous? What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
Personally, I don't think we should. It doesn't seem right.
We do have a choice. What good will it do to turn him in now? He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do anything like this again.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health, now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her brother away from her too?
I understand what you're saying. Perhaps you're right. As much as I believe that Sebastian should pay for his actions, we'd only be punishing Anne as well. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree with this decision.
Thank you, Ominous. You're a good friend.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
So I'm guessing this isn't like the final part of all these like story missions. Not story. Companion quests, I guess. I thought they were. I guess considering it's the end of the game, story-wise doesn't necessarily mean that the end of. I don't know why I just thought it was though. But it might be like one more thing to it. One or two more like. I guess we just go down the line, see what happens. So, not much to do.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
You know, now that I'm hearing this, it makes a lot of sense why her father came out of that closet. It's like the thing she fears the most. Let's just go down the line.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way, but that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders. Rookwood is already gone. Harlow will be next. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Why do I feel like he already is? Wait, no. Yeah, Harlow's his sidekick. I was like, wait, isn't he already gone? Last one. I'd assume. Oh, yep. So more of it's just gonna pop up as we go. I'm gonna. Since I haven't talked to Poppy, I'm gonna do this one, and then if any more pop up as we go, we'll just do those.
I'm glad you came.
Sebastian, I received your owl. What's happened?
Ominis spoke with Anne about what happened with my Uncle Solomon. She believes I should pay for what I did, but she won't turn me in. She said the guilt I'll have to live with is punishment enough.
I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you know that you can at least try to move on now.
The thing is, I think I've lost my sister, my twin, forever. She refuses to even see me. I can't blame her. I couldn't really blame any of you if you gave up on me entirely. You all believed in me, and I let you all down.
Anne may just need some time. Surely one day she'll be able to forgive you.
I hope you're right. I realize I can't undo what's been done, but I can try every day to make up for it. I owe you and Ominis everything for standing by me.
Well, it wasn't easy, but I believe in you, Sebastian. I've had a sense about you since that first day in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Seems so long ago. Thank you. I have no idea what's to come, but I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
Sallow Grave. Okay, so that must be the end of his canyon line. In terms of everyone else, then. Okay. Now it's saying I didn't. That's just. All I can hope for is that it eventually fixes this. I might have to reload the game. If that fixes. There she is.
Oh, good, you're safe. At least we're out of the classroom.
Oh, press.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
Next we go.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I remember, I think she talked about this earlier in the game. You know what, we're gonna go down the line because I don't even remember myself what it is.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Yep, looks like we still gotta wait a little bit more for these companion quests are fully complete. So Sebastian's, if I'm not mistaken, Sebastian's is done. And then my guess is that size is possibly, I don't know, hers is possibly done. It sounded like she was really like suggesting we do anything besides like take down. You know what? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, she was suggesting we take down Harlow. So I don't know.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
It was an accident, champ.
Actually, perhaps another time.
It's interesting how I still get low. Oh, I forgot to mention. So, while I wasn't like, I was not, no, goodness. When I wasn't recording, I just came down here to like grab some potions and whatnot, and then this room just expanded like out of nowhere. You can kind of tell because like everything's still in the same place as it was from like where the wall was last time. Like it is so weird. Like I didn't think it was gonna expand anymore. It just out of nowhere it does that. I was like, what the heck is going on? I mean, cool, I guess. I don't really think I needed that much extra space, but it worked. It helps. It helps for sure. It's just I don't think I really need it now. Do I have my gear like fully upgraded? I can get rid of that. It seems like I do. Oh, maybe not all of them. It's funny, I haven't like upgraded my gear like it all throughout the entire game. Okay, I gotta sell the stuff I'm not using so I know which one. I feel like I don't know what am I supposed to be waiting on? Because it doesn't seem like the companion quests are like fully completed. But I don't know. I tend to lose my train of thought a lot. I don't know why that happened, but yeah, I legit just lost what I was trying to say.
Wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you?
Oh, that's what I was trying to, I think that's what I was trying to. I was basically saying, like, I don't know if I had to do something specific for those like companion quest lines to pop up, or I just gotta wait a couple. But it is what it is, honestly. I got a whole lot of gear that I can't even use. But then at the same time, I don't even know if it's good.
Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
I also wonder what would have happened if I had set Penny free. I figured if I set her free, I wouldn't be able to like tell this place is a shop, and this would just be like a random place you can walk in. I mean, it really has no purpose outside of just being like an extra person you can sell your gear to for like gold. That's about it. I would have expected like hey, I could turn in this gear and then you can sell it off to, you know, other players or other characters within the game, not characters, NPCs, and you'd see them wearing like your gear or something like that.
Proper day's work.
That's what I assumed anyway. It would have been interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you. It would have been interesting if that's how it worked. I'm trying to figure out where. Oh, he's right here.
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help.
As always, I have a special prize for you.
This,
what are we looking
this
for
dude
today?
clearly lost his mind, because what is it? This is like 8,000 gold, no, 7,000. My guy lost his mind, bro. Like, this is outrageous. But I'll take it.
I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
All that gear. Not gear. All that gear, all that gold, man. I did it for a broom upgrade. There we go.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Forbidden Forest, you say?
Faster! Time to go a little quicker.
Yeah, I think the brooms are definitely a whole lot faster.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Like, don't get me wrong, the mounts are awesome. I love this. Like, this is like, this just looks clean. I ain't gonna lie, but this is the whole. Go down, man. Come on, please. Hey, can you go down? So she said meet her in the forbidden. I think I have to accept the quest. Like I was nearby. There we go. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna miss this game a whole lot. Like. Fellas.
Protego! Was that meant to be an attack of some... We had plans for that you stole. Incendio! Had enough yet? That goblin helm. Exposo! We had that murdered woman till you showed up.
Thanks for helping, champ.
Bombarder.
I missed!
Slippery as a kelpie, they say. Plenty of spoil in Cambridge. Defender. I will not Protego! Bombarder. That's the best.
There we go. Huh? Like, what the heck? I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I actually did forget about these. I did do that one not too long ago. I can do more of those, but I mean, it's just like, so all of those are just like combat, right? Like, how do I say it? Combat training arenas where you get to like use all 3 unforgivable curses without actually like learning them. But that's the only place you can learn them. And I think they're like pre-order only thing, like pre-order only areas. So unless you pre-ordered this, that's the only way you can do those.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
I mean, if not, I know of a spell.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
They might not. They might not like this, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I don't know what's the best option for here.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
Sometimes I know for eyes. Good night. That's probably the best option here.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Well, I guess we wait again.
Would you please meet with me in the Great Hall? I have come upon a difficult time, and I need a friend.
A friend, you say? And, you know, given the track record for the group of people who made this game, I'm actually surprised that, like, this game is actually any good at all. Because, like, the games they've made in the past, and, like nobody, I can assure you nobody played them games. I forgot one of them. It was like, they were Disney games, but I forgot what it was called. I'll probably look it up later. I looked it up at one point, but I couldn't. It was like Disney Pixar, not Pixar. You know, yeah, I'll look it up.
Some days are more difficult than others.
Natty, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Of course, you have put an end to Rookwood. And Ranrock. You've done a great deal of good that is a benefit to all. With Harlow on the prowl, there can be no real peace. Each day he remains free, he does more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get him. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get him. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Alright, so I looked it up. Avalanche Software and then Portkey Games. Their track record for games,
Students always run when Peavesy wants to have...
it's, you know, it is bad. I ain't gonna lie. Now, for Portkey Games, like their history, like they've basically done Harry Potter games over and over in the past, multiple of those. But the Avalanche Software, they went from making Disney Infinity and like I think Cars, that game too, and I think something else. But it's like I don't think go from that to this. You know what I mean? Oh, legit, we actually hold that. That's crazy. I didn't think they would actually update that. It's interesting. But yeah, it's like shocking to see that they have the capability to do something like this. I don't know if that was like the last. I'm actually unsure if that was like the last thing to do. You know what? I'm gonna cut the video here. See if
as long as I get some sleep, I don't mind.
Anything pops up. If not, because the thing is, I feel like there's still Poppy's like side mission to finish.
Wow, you turned out to be something of a hero, didn't you?
Yes.
I haven't heard any nasty comments lately. Not since you got me that venomous tentacular leaf.
But yeah, I'm gonna cut the video here, see if like anything pops up. If not, that's basically just the end of the video, and I will see you guys in a brand new series. If not, possibly playing. What in God's name is that? That thing is broken.
All I have at home are brothers. I thought carrying a room with girls would be tidier. Clearly I was wrong.
But
thank goodness.
yeah, I will see you guys in a brand new series, hopefully. And all I can say now is just like, if Avalanche Studios and Portkey Games make something like this again, I'm buying it 100%. Because this was an amazing game. But if like I was saying earlier, it just surprised me they were even capable of like making something this good, given their track record. Because them games, I'm surprised anybody even buys those.
Are you ready to finish Harlow?
Am I ready to finish him off?
Are you ready to finish
Of
Harlow?
course! Hit him with that Avada Kedavra, he done.
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Take a moment. I'm ready, all right.
Agreed. Let's
Who's
finish
in the
this.
back?
Brilliant. Harlow's
Who are you-
reign
oh.
ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
That I do.
I already know what's about to go down, bro. I actually don't. Clearly, we're getting into a fight, and I already know what I'm trying to use.
Keep an eye out. Harlow is likely around here somewhere. I sense he is close.
Where is he?
I do not know.
I'm gonna guess. We want to go in silent first?
Go lightly. Be as a shadow.
Just in case.
Gullible children, walk
Yeah.
right into our trap.
God dang it, man. Come on, bro.
Aha! Back for more. Knew you were still hanging about. To your knees.
I actually almost forgot how to.
Ha! You're easier to spot than an eraser.
You must guess what's coming to
Expulso!
Champ, bro. What is?
Dare you! You cannot control me!
Yo, they almost dead like that. That's crazy. Bro, I hate that so much, bro. What is this nonsense? How can I help you? I really am.
Made a great
But guess what?
They got what they deserve.
Instantly gone.
Do you want to concede now? Must we prolong this? Little Nat Sione, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills. Come now, you can do better. Bring on, Jim. Accio.
Bro, this man is getting whooped, cuz. I wonder if I can do this. But don't last longer.
Trying. This will not end in your favor.
Bombarder.
Nah, this is where his homies come in. Move it. Oh, go.
Ready to carry back to Hogwarts.
Arresto. Bombarda.
Where you at? Where you at? Stupid. Where is? Oh. Now watch this. Done. What? Oh, it's like the he's done for it either way. Oh, let's be real. She shouldn't have done that. I could have easily destroyed him. That's all I'm saying, bro. What was she thinking? Hey. What, like, is she paralyzed now? That's what's...
Are you sure you are up for a visitor? Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well, but do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother. It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
Honestly, yeah, I would say this. I don't think... Now, look, this would be, like, in person, I'd be saying this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, she lost her mind, bro.
Only because of you. How are you feeling?
Well, I've had better days, but Nurse Blaney says that I am on the mend.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well...
Didn't think about you just act.
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty.
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh my... I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice. Based on instinct, my father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it? A battle here at Hogwarts, everything we have done to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to see you.
So that's Nat's Eye's story completed, and then all we have to do is just Poppy's storyline, and then we should be done. One time. Yo, I don't know why I just thought I saw the Nat's Eye just get up and walk towards me, bro. That creeped me out for a second.
It's George. I'm sure of it.
Who is George?
That is George.
Explain.
All right, so I guess we're gonna have to do like another cut and then wait till Poppy's storyline comes up and then get back to doing that, because we're basically just doing the waiting game until something happens, really. That's basically all we're doing. So I will catch you guys when I guess Poppy's storyline goes up. Alright, so while waiting, I happened to see that there were like 2 side missions over here. So there's one here to change the class, and then there's another one like just outside of there. So I figured I might as well just do these while I wait for like Poppy's storyline to pop up. If it doesn't, oh well. If it does, I mean, I'm probably just gonna be cutting the video until it shows up. So see what happens. If I'm not mistaken, this is the classroom with the ghost teacher, right? I've seen him walking around in here before.
Forgot my pillow.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effect it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom, and look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
Bro, this is ridiculous.
Now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts.
Legit taking a history lesson. My goodness.
Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Irgit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
Did you say Bragbor? I know that name. Lord Gok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day. Now, where were we? Oh yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby. Curious students can find
This is
him
the
on display
goofiest
here in the
side
bell
mission
tower.
I have ever seen. Like, what is it? I feel like I already got this stuff. Oh, it's a field guide page. Yeah, I feel like I got it.
Responsible for some of the most done in the goblin. Such as sewing buttons.
These bits of broom are all that's left of a witch called Celine.
If you fail history of magic, you're doomed to repeat it. The class, that is.
What I wouldn't give to be back on a broom right now.
Same, honestly.
Revelio.
Oh, there it is. I was like, where in the world? I didn't see it earlier.
This Grimboard
Oh yes, I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Athpuddle. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment. Standing in eternal but symbolic watch over the bell tower,
Revelio.
a retinue of loyal knights, or rather, statues of knights, I should clarify. Keen-eyed students will spot the statue of Sir Athpuddle of the cheerful countenance nestled among the ranks.
Honestly, I'm with these two right
Fame
here.
was not won
Just sitting
by
down and
vanquishing
chilling.
foes in single combat, nor by slaying bloodthirsty dragons, but rather in training yards and sculleries, where his warm and approachable demeanor
Okay, this ain't right. I hope
celebrated
y'all
by
know
old
this. What
friends
the
and
heck?
newcomers alike. I encourage one to make the waving statue's acquaintance.
Confringo!
Well, I doubt that was it. Wonder why she's
Abandoning class to wander the halls is in keeping with Professor Binns' manner of teaching.
Wagadu's history is, well, a bit different than that of Hogwarts, to say the least.
There's nothing quite so magical as history. Dusty, immutable history.
So, I'm confused.
Leave it to Binns to make the most interesting school in the world seem dull. Revelio.
Students often complain about the many staircases at Hogwarts,
See if I talk to him.
but they never bother me.
Where can I find that friendly knight you mentioned earlier?
Oh yes, Sir Athpuddle, or rather the statue of Sir Athpuddle. It can be found amongst the other statues of knights. It's easy to identify, as it's been enchanted to wave at those who take the time to seek it out.
Yeah, what? Bro.
The Hogwarts founders could never have achieved such architectural majesty without the aid of powerful magic.
Revelio.
Man, this is what is this
As
nonsense,
one
bro?
would expect.
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Athpuddle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Athpuddle's affability was his undoing. Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk. Eye contact is not always to be encouraged. So beloved was he that even some goblins mourned his passing. Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins, most of whom could not abide mourning the loss of a wizard.
Goblins and wizard kind will never trust each other.
Yes, well, it takes a cauldron to raise a chisperful, as they say. History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting. The wise student, such as yourself, will learn from it. History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say. Or at least, I like to say that.
Looks like we've all gone on another one of Finch's wild goose.
So I don't think we're finished with like Poppy's storyline. At least I don't think so. Best way to check is just check the trophies, so we can see from there. There's hers. There's okay, so we're not done. I thought so. I don't know how long we gotta wait for this.
Now,
nice
was
to
it
see
2
you, my
pinches
young
of
friend.
All right, well, I'm gonna just transition to whenever
My heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say.
whenever her like quest line pops up, because I have no clue when it's gonna show up, and if I'm being honest, I'm not gonna sit here for like 2 hours waiting for that thing to show up. I realize I hit the like stop recording button. But yeah, well, like I was saying, I'm just wait till it shows up and then.
Levioso. Flipendo.
Ah, man.
Levioso. Flipendo. Levioso. Flipendo. Levioso. Flipendo. Levioso. Flipendo. Levioso. Flipendo.
Trophy gone. Oh, by the way, I'm still waiting on Poppy Sweeting quest line. I've been waiting for probably like 10.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Not even 10, 15. Probably like 20 some minutes, still nothing. I've done like a couple things, see if like that would trigger it. Nothing's happened. I guess we're still waiting.
Levioso.
Do not attempt.
Revelio.
Do that. Alright.
Avanzo.
Think you won't. Alright, well, I'm gonna see if I can get that thing to trigger, like her, I'm assuming her last quest line to trigger, and then hopefully we can finish the video there, because this video's gotten quite long at this point. So after about like, I want to say 2 hours just waiting around, her mission finally decided to show up. Like, I didn't even really do anything either. I was just like, I had to look up online where, like, how to trigger it or something, because I was like, there's no way on earth it takes this long for this mission to just do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to trigger it, because that was kind of ridiculous. But thankfully, it's here, so we can just go ahead and do this.
You made it.
If I gotta wait even longer for the next one, if this is just like one.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Look around, shall we?
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
I don't know. Now, before we begin this, all I want to say is I better not see a spider.
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Well, at least I didn't have to attack those things. Oh, man, I spoke too soon, I guess.
It's another aggressive
Yo,
one.
good lord, what was that?
What is going on with that?
So, I guess you just go either way, but... Okay, I'd assume that has to be the way, so... I guess, considering that's one of the moth puzzles, that we have to go this way for a moth. Not, I mean, we're exploring either way, just to figure out where to go.
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Whooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Where?
If the moonstone is here and so are Whoopers, I wonder if it's being protected.
I guess we're going the right way, because I am kind of curious as to, like, what's on the other side. So there's two different there's two different puzzles then. Oh, wait, I'm not even paying.
Why am I not surprised? First the Whoopers and now this.
That thing's still... Like, I found one with that other... Also, I need to find a moth, too.
We need to find moths for those spinners.
Yeah.
Accio.
say, did that actually do something? Oh, yes it.
Lumos.
Lumos.
He got a copy. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought I messed up earlier because I thought I had to be in a specific. Oh.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Accio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Okay, so before we continue here, like this, I was about to say pizzle, but this puzzle's somewhat done. All we have to do is just push those moths. So I kind of wanted to see before we go. I want to see what's over here. I collect. I just want to see what's back this way because I've never really looked this over here. Yeah, so you can't even trigger this one anyway. So it looks like I have to bring a moth over here. Yeah, I see now because that's similar to the puzzle that was over it. Could have helped.
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Accio.
I'd assume if I grabbed, it would like lock me. So. Not sure. And then there's a moth thing right here. There's a portal down there. Hopefully I can get back up, cause I don't know what to do. Path here. Okay, that's the only path to go. On it leads. Oh!
Arrest the momentum.
Honestly, I'm gonna take care of both y'all like real quick. Cause I ain't got time for it. It's stuck in the... It's funny. It's stuck in the floor. So I can't get... Was there something I can do back here? Just a chest, right? Okay, so whatever I have to do is in here. Question is, what do I do? Okay, so that opened a pathway. Okay, so we can get back here a lot easier. Okay. But I don't need that. Promising. What was that? So it's another dead end. I don't know where else. I think there's like one more way we can go. So we came in through there. I think we just walked out through. No. So then that was all the directions we could have gone there. Because this is a dead end. Or, no, it's not. But we came in through there. Went through here. This is like a shortcut. That way leads nowhere. This whole... I couldn't tell from where I was at. It looked like somewhere I could go. That's walled off, so we can't go this way, so I guess we go back. I think we were supposed to find a moth, but the thing is, I don't know. Might as well grab it. But yeah, this makes no sense because there's really nowhere to go. Quite confusing. Well, let's head back at if like games, because I'm not really sure what's supposed to. Like, nothing looks different. And I don't know. like I said, I gotta find a moth somewhere. Like, finding a moth clearly is what triggers that bridge right there to go up. And then I don't know if I need to find. I'll probably just need to find one, but unless you know what? Let me see. Might be the smartest thing I've ever done like all day. But you guys. I actually lost where I was at. Oh, well, I'm gonna just cut till finding it, because I don't. Okay, I think it's right. Yeah. So what I'm thinking, right, is if I take the moth from here, but the thing is, right, I gotta find 3 of them just to open that door. But let me see.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Ah, okay. So it does stay. It's in the. I was like mad confused. So then what is this one? Ah, sneaky.
Lumos.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Took me a minute to figure that out, though. I was like, where am I gonna find these extra moths? They were all right here. And this one's, I don't know if this one's gonna like trigger the bridge to stop. I mean, not stop, but like go down. I hope not.
Lumos.
You did it. I was hoping they would.
Too easy. Things were big. I ain't kind of concerned. The chest over here, though.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Should we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
I almost forgot you could swim faster in this game. Like, there's no reason to ever swim when you can fly.
Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here. I just know it.
Could bring them.
Give Given what Fwoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them.
Not for long, I just...
We found it! It's like staring directly at the moon. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it.
Oh, actually, earlier I thought I was just fell to my doom. I don't understand why we can't just use like our brooms or nothing. Like, it's a bit ridiculous if you ask me.
I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes.
Whoa!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
Well, I guess that's back to waiting for the next quest line to appear. I'll see you again when it shows up, I guess.
Meet me in the Forbidden Forest and we can tell him about the symbol the Mooncalves made.
Luckily, I'll edit. I'm about to say, if I had to wait another 2 hours for something goofy like that, I'm about to be real upset, bro. It's also interesting too, like I find it kind of strange how, not strange, but hers I think is the longest like companion quest line. I don't know why I was struggling to say, but hers seems to be like the longest one out of all of them. Don't get me wrong, I ain't complaining about it. It's a lot.
And you say they made it after you placed the moonstone?
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try and kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend. But I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the Snidgets and their poacher pursuers. I believe the symbol created by the Mooncalves dance marks the place the Snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously,
I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The Snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the Snidgets once again.
Once again? What you... So... I don't know. Okay, so he said up in the mountains, but I don't know. I don't know where to go. Oh, there it is. There. Glacius. Man, that old spell. Whoa. I am not flying that far. Who do they think I am? That's better. That is downright ridiculous. 2,000. That's like 2,200 meters right there. What the heck?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
House? No. Don't do it again.
How remarkable.
I got here as soon as I could.
Did you see the symbol above the entrance? It's the one the mooncalfs made at the henge. Of course Doran implied as much, but to see it up there...
Could this actually be where the Snidgets are hidden?
Let's find out. Doran's waiting for us just up ahead.
I'm ready if you are.
Can you believe it? Actual Snidgets. I'm glad we seem to be a step ahead of the poachers.
It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them.
If we're lucky, they're still poring over Gran's research. There was a fair amount. We, on the other hand, had Doran to guide us. Even if the poachers do somehow stumble upon this place, we shall be long gone.
You know what's interesting? I came across this in an earlier video, but couldn't figure out like why I couldn't do anything with it. Now I see.
Greetings.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting long, Doran.
Not at all. Then again, it is not I who awaits your arrival. Do you have the Moonstone with you?
We do.
Good. It is as important to what happens next as both of you are.
So, what does happen next? What are these pillars here?
A safeguard, I suspect. There is only one way to find out. And as for how to go about that, the two of you may know better than anyone.
So first we do that. Okay. Well, let's see to trigger something. Probably me actually doing anything.
I wonder if the pillars move at all.
Oh, wait. I see. I don't know why I didn't look at it. So, how would I get this? I just somehow have to trigger all of them, right? Who do you think you are?
Mind your business. Someone can be afraid of the dark arts.
What did I tell y'all? Mind your damn business. Oh, the big one right next to me too.
Arresto momentum. Bombarda.
Defender.
Confringo. Defender. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Ay, okay. Y'all ain't gonna go, I'm about to do.
Depulso. Crucible.
Just. That don't. I have to use it.
Accio.
So it has to be on one of these, otherwise it's not going to do anything. That didn't seem to...
Accio.
Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness.
Oh, I think I get it. But they have one in here and one in there, right? Okay, because with what she just said, my guess is so one of these has to trigger moon. One of these has to trigger the sun.
Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness.
If she was actually helping, other than just like hinting at what I need to do to something. What would trigger this one?
Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness.
Maybe. There was direct. Oh, okay. I think whatever's like directly across from the power. That one. Hit the wall. Oh, yes it is.
Accio.
That one used to be.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness. That did it! Look, Doran, a doorway.
I suspect we all know what lies beyond that passage. And now, I'm afraid I must leave you. At least for a time.
You're not coming in with us.
If the Snidgets are here, the herd will want to see the truth of it for themselves. Alec especially. Go on without me. I will rejoin as soon as I am able.
Whole lot of
So many books.
You haven't seen my grand study. Look at the murals on the wall. They're all creatures. This place must have been built to protect them. They had nothing to fear.
What makes you say that?
The poacher camps always felt oppressive. It's hard to explain, but the feeling was palpable. At least to me. The sense I get here is of safety and calm. Quite the opposite of the poacher camps.
I was trying to think of something to say I couldn't figure out.
Confringo.
Not much. Can't really say right now.
I'll wager this isn't the dead end it seems to be. But how to get through?
Well, luckily for you, I kind of already know the secret.
Levioso.
I'm guessing the cube I need is like up. Not, probably should. I'm undecided.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
There it is.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Then with the frost spell, and then.
Glacier.
And there's another one. Oh, there it is.
Accio. Confringo.
And the doors are open.
Of course. How clever. Look at this place.
Place looks familiar. Like it was in the gameplay trailer.
Little puppy sweeting. Forgot how to cover your track.
What was that?
Not Doran, that's for certain.
No.
Confringo.
You better Marvelous strike!
Alright, something right, hold on.
Incendio!
You will pay.
Okay. For some reason, my headset was making it like really muffled. Apparently, it got like slightly disconnected. Respectfully.
Foliage.
Places.
I'll make mulch of you.
Ethereal. Caprico! Never get used to battling things.
Shall we?
Ready your wands. The fight.
Curse you.
What's this? Check your pockets after you're dead. Stop right there. Back for more. Incendio! Not the brightest chance.
Well, that's crazy. I'm aiming for one person they don't want to do it.
Rookwood don't go down easy. Expulso! Rependo. Bombarda. Rependo.
Never mind. You're dead. I just love to lose up with people crazy, bro. You're not better than me.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
Bombarda.
Norse.
What have you done?
Who's throwing cabins, bro?
Are the two of you unharmed? I had hoped to return before it was too late.
We're fine, but if you hadn't got here when you did, I led them here, Doran.
You fought with us against your kind. I am glad to have witnessed this. I now believe all that Doran told me.
They are the ones I saw, Alec.
Finish your work here, brother. All the events you divined have not yet come to pass.
They so far apart, like I doubt they could even hear each other.
There they are. Now, all that remains is to break the charm.
You want us to... I only ever wanted to see them safe, which they are. You should do it. Merlin, they're lovely. But what happens now? They can't care for themselves, and surely once word gets out of their reappearance...
No harm will come to them. The centaurs will see to that. You have my word.
Thank you, Doran, for helping us to find them and to fight for them.
It is you who deserves the merit, child. You did what the poachers would never have. Remember that. You both fought bravely today. Allow us to carry the mantle from here.
If it's all right, Doran, I think I'd like to stay behind and spend a little more time with the Snidgets.
How do I still have 32 quests, like side quests to do? Like, what in the world? But I think that's it, isn't it? No, it is. Let me see if I can talk to them. If
Just the person I was hoping to see.
I see Doran finally convinced you to leave the Snidgets.
If anyone can keep them out of poacher hands, it's the centaurs. And I wanted to thank you. When the poachers ambushed us, it was nice not to face them alone.
Of course. It's the sort of thing friends do for each other, isn't it?
I suppose so. I am glad you came to Hogwarts. It's already been my best year. I wouldn't want a repeat of Horntail Hall, of course, but I did enjoy the Three Broomsticks. Had no idea how lovely it was there.
Had you never been to the Three Broomsticks?
I used to spend most of my time with Highwing, and well, I don't know how Serona feels about hippogriffs popping in for a butterbeer. Highwing's the only one I would have gone with. Or Gran, of course.
right in your circle. I'm wanting to talk. But, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Highwing's good company.
She is. Although I am beginning to see the appeal of human friends. It was nice to talk about my parents and Gran with someone. And share Highwing.
Does your Gran know that we found the Snidgets?
I couldn't hold it in any longer. I told her everything. She was livid that I'd been anywhere near the poachers. But she confessed that she was rather envious about the Snidgets.
It has all been a pleasure, Poppy. Do try and stay out of trouble.
Don't know that I can. We've taken on poachers twice now, successfully. I rather think you've helped me develop a taste for it. And with centaurs as allies, I might actually go looking for trouble. You and I should meet for a butterbeer soon. Perhaps Highwing can join us?
There we go. Alright, so now this is actually... That was actually the last mission to do in this game. Outside of possibly just like, okay, so the max level is like level 40. Right? Max level is 40. I'm about like 4 levels away from that. I'm pretty sure I have max gear. Like, I haven't been getting anything higher than what I normally have anyway. Room's maxed out, gears fully maxed out as far as, okay, somewhat maxed out. Like it's like 2 or 3 pieces like that I just need to put it. Other than, oh yeah, and this, almost forgot. But I mean, there's not. So unless they add like some type of DLC in the future when the PS4 and Xbox One get a copy of Hogwarts Legacy, unless they add like a DLC for the game, that's basically about it. So I guess the adventure is over, you know, just no more Hogwarts Legacy or anything like that. I might come back to this game every now and again, just to like fully 100% the game. I know it, like I was saying earlier, like getting all the trophies, and another thing is like as well maxing out my character to like level 40. I might do that and then record it as well. So when you guys see this video, I just want you guys to know that I don't know if you can hear my phone ringing. Far away. I can't believe it's. But yeah, I probably did make an outro earlier, but I will catch you guys next time.